Now I have discussed effect of hydrogen bonding on the properties of the compound. First one, density of the ice is less than water. You know that ice is always float on water because density of the ice is less than the water. Then what is the reason behind the that, or why the density of the water is less than density of the ice is less than water? Here if you see the structure, then always intermolecular hydrogen bonding is formed between the molecules of the water. Then in crystal structure of the ice, here you see that hexagonal rings are formed, and always that due to the formation of the intermolecular hydrogen bonding between the molecules of the water, the hexagonal crystal structure is formed, and that create some extra interstitial space. Hence ice occupies a more volume and density of the ice is less than water. Then most important things is here, if you cool the water or if you heat the water, heat the ice from the 0 degree Celsius, or you cool the water from room temperature towards the 4 degree centigrade temperature, then what happen? Water will be, yes, always contract until the temperature becomes a 4 degree centigrade, and below the 4 degree centigrade, if you go towards the 3 degree, 2 degree, 1 degree and the 0 degree centigrade, then what happen? Water start, that is the expanding as or with further decreasing temperature up to the 0 degree centigrade or less than that. Up to the 0 degree centigrade means up to the freezing point of the water is water expand approximately 9%. And here you see at a 4 degree centigrade, water contract as compared to the more than 4 degree centigrade water, or as compared to less than the 4 degree centigrade. And therefore, water has a high density at a 4 degree centigrade temperature. Here also one point you must be remember, that hydrogen bond in water are not stable. They always break and reform, but in ice they are stable one, cannot be shaken out position due to insufficient thermal energy available at a low temperature. Second property is that boiling points are hydrides of 15, 16 and 17 groups of the periodic table. We know that boiling point of the compound increases with increasing the molecular weight, since the van der Waals forces of the attraction also increases with increase in the size of the molecule. Hence we expect smooth increase in the boiling point of hydrides if you go down the groups, because if you go down the groups, the molecular weight of that molecule goes on the increases from top to the bottom in that particular periods, along with size of the molecules goes on the increases, because here the size of the atom present in that particular molecules is goes on the increases if you go from top to the bottom in that particular group. Expectance, however, the expectations, contrary to the expectation, the boiling points of the hydrides of the group number 15, 16, 17 of the periodic table are decreased from the first member to the next then shows regular increment with a down the going down the each group. Here you see the trends in boiling points of the hydrides of group number 15. Ammonia shows the higher boiling point as compared to, that is the phosphorus hydride, as compared to the arsenic hydride, as compared to the antimony hydride, as compared to the, that is the bismuth hydride. Unexceptionally is here that ammonia, exceptionally that is ammonia shows that is the higher boiling point as compared to the phosphorus hydride, even though that phosphorus hydride have a higher molecular weight and size as compared to the ammonia. What is the reason behind it? In second, that is a group number 16, boiling points of the hydrides. You seen the order here. H2O shows exceptionally that is a higher boiling point as compared to the H2S, as compared to the H2SE, as compared to the H2T and H2 polydum. Then why exceptionally shows that is the boiling point of the water is higher than the H2S. And in concerning the group number 17 hydrides, also boiling point of the HF is higher than the HCl, than the HBr and the HI. You see boiling point of the HF is higher. What is the reason? Here also I shown that diagrammatically. Yes, you see that is the boiling points of the water HF and NH3 in each that group is group number 15, 16 and 70, that shows exceptionally that is a higher boiling point as compared to the corresponding hydrides. Yes, expected that ammonia, water and the HF have a low boiling point, but unexpectedly that shows the higher boiling point is unexpected higher boiling point of the ammonia, water and HF are due to, that is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. However, the from the second hydrides in each group, that is the PH3, H2S and HCl have a low boiling point since they cannot form the hydrogen bond due to the larger size of the central atom, which cannot get significant charge density to interact delta positive charge on the hydrogen atom, even though they are also electronegative elements. Because electronegativity difference between hydrogen and the phosphorus, hydrogen and the sulfur and hydrogen and the chlorine is a not more, it is a comparatively near to each other, and therefore that hydrogen atom not that is that much polar that forms that hydrogen bond with, that is the phosphorus or sulfur or the chlorine atom, and therefore here boiling points of the uh, ammonia, H2 and HF are higher than the, that is the PH3, H2S and HCl respectively. Then next point is that third property is that boiling point and solubility of the alcohols and the ethers. You know that in alcohols that is the ROH bond is there. If it is a that is the organic acids, organic that is alcohol is ROH. R is the alkyl group and OH is that is the hydroxy group. That OH group in alcohols forms intermolecular hydrogen bonds. Due to OH group that acts as a donor group of the hydrogen bonding, whereas also in the ethers the formula is that ROR. In that ethers, lack of the OH group, therefore that cannot forms or that cannot exhibit the formation of the hydrogen bonding. Hence alcohols possesses that is the higher boiling points and also fairly soluble in waters. However, ethers show that is a lower boiling point than their corresponding isomeric alcohols, and ethers are also sparingly soluble in water because of in alcohols and the water molecule there is a formation of the intermolecular hydrogen bonding is possible, but in ethers it is not possible to form that is the intermolecular hydrogen bonding between the ether molecules and the water molecules. Fourth property is that comparison of boiling point of HF and H2. Here H2 has a more boiling point than the HF, even though hydrogen bond in HF are more stronger and molar mass of HF is also greater than that of that is the water. You know that molar mass of the HF is a 20.01 gram per mole, and in concern to water that is 18 gram per mole. What is the reason behind it? First reason is that in H2O there are twice the number of the hydrogen bond per molecule than HF. I shown here in a diagram also you see each molecule of HF, here that is one molecule of the HF, forms the forms two hydrogen bonds with two HF molecules. Two HF molecule. Similarly, here you see due to formation of that intermolecular hydrogen bonding, HF is exist in HF6 cluster of that molecules, even in vapor state. Hence, it requires less energy for transition from liquid state to the vapor state because less number of the bonds have to be broken, while HF is converted to the gaseous one. Then if you consider here in concern with that is the water, what happen you see each water molecule is, here you see this is the one water molecule, is forms four hydrogen bonds with a four water molecules. The energy and that is that forms a cluster that is the H2O4. The energy required to break the four hydrogen bonds in water molecules is a more than energy required to break that is hydrogen bonds in HF molecules. Therefore, boiling point of the H2O is higher than the boiling point of the HF. Here also, for your better understanding, I shown here that is energy required for that is the conversion of the HF, or the here the energy is given between the bond, hydrogen bond formed between hydrogen and the fluorine atom, hydrogen and the oxygen, hydrogen and the nitrogen. Here you see in concern the first one, energy required or energy released during the formation of the hydrogen bond between the hydrogen and fluorine is a 161.5 kilojoule per mole, and energy released during the formation of the hydrogen bond between the hydrogen and the oxygen is a 21 kilojoule per mole. Then also here that is the boiling point of the water is higher than the boiling point of the HF because energy required to break the four hydrogen bonds per molecule of the water is a more than the energy required to break the two hydrogen bonds formed by each molecule of the hydrogen fluoride. Then fifth property is Comparison of the boiling point and melting point of isomers of the organic compound. Here I taken the example of 2-nitrophenol, that is the orthonitrophenol. Second, 3-nitrophenol, that is a metanitrophenol, and third one example is taken para-nitrophenol, that is a 4-nitrophenol. And if you observe here, given boiling point and melting point of that isomers, then melting point of the 2-nitrophenol, that is orthonitrophenol, is a 46 degrees Celsius. Metanitrophenol is a 97 degrees Celsius, and in para-nitrophenol that shows that is the 114 degrees Celsius melting point. And if you seen that is the boiling point, that boiling points are given 215 degrees centigrade, 263 degrees centigrade, and 279 degrees Celsius. Then if you seen that melting point and boiling point from the orthonitro to metanitro to the para-nitrophenol, means 2-nitro to the 3-nitro to the 4-nitrophenol, boiling point and melting point goes on the increases. Then what is the reason behind that? Answer is that you've seen the structures of the 2-nitrophenol. Then in 2-nitrophenol, here possibility of that is to form intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding means the bond is formed, is hydrogen bond is formed within the molecule. But in metanitro or the para-nitrophenol, if you seen the formation of the hydrogen bonding from the structures, then in a metanitrophenol or 3-nitrophenol is that forms a intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding means is intermolecular hydrogen bonding means is hydrogen bond is formed between the molecules of that 3-nitrophenol. Then in comes with the para-nitrophenol also, there is a formation of the intermolecular hydrogen bonding is between the molecules of para-nitrophenol, and therefore due to the more possibility of formation of the intermolecular hydrogen bonding in a para-nitrophenol have higher boiling point and melting point as compared to the metanitrophenol and as compared to the 2-nitrophenol or the orthonitrophenol. The question will be asked in your NET and SET or PhD examination. In which of the following compound shows lower melting point and boiling point? 2-nitrophenol gives that is the first number, metanitrophenol goes that is second number, and para-nitrophenol goes that is the third number. In which of that compound shows lower melting and boiling point? The answer is that yes, 2-nitrophenol, that is orthonitrophenol. The next question will be asked like that. In which of the following compound shows higher melting point and boiling point? Then answer is that para-nitrophenol. Next question will be asked like that. Yes, why our para-nitrophenol shows higher melting point and boiling point? Because A, intramolecular hydrogen bonding, B, intermolecular hydrogen bonding, C, both A and B are the correct, and D, none of these. Then answer is that is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Or may the question will be asked like that. Orthonitrophenol shows lower boiling point as compared to corresponding isomers because A, intermolecular hydrogen bond, B, intramolecular hydrogen bond, C, both A and B are the correct, D, none of these. Answer is that intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Yes, such type of the question will be asked in NET or SET examination or the PET examination. Next property is that solubility of that organic compound. The solubility of the compound is always increases in a water with increasing the possibility of the formation of the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Those compounds which have a possibility to form intermolecular hydrogen bonding with a water molecule, that compounds are easily soluble in a water. If you take an examples, ethyl alcohol, methyl alcohol, propyl alcohol and butyl alcohol, then ethyl and methyl alcohol are easily soluble in water. But if you go to the isopropyl alcohol or butyl alcohol or butanol, yes, the solubility goes on the increases from lower alcohols to the higher alcohols. What is the reason? Reason is that the formation of the hydrogen bonding goes on the yes, possibility of the formation of the hydrogen bonding goes on the decreases if you go from methyl alcohol to the ethyl alcohol to the propanol to the butanol, because here the polarizability of the OH group or polarity of that OH group goes on the decreases from methyl alcohol to the ethyl alcohol to the butanol to the propanol to the butanol, because here electron donating inductive effect goes on the increases. Yes, and therefore solubility goes on the decreases because formation of the possibility of the formation of the intermolecular hydrogen bonding between the molecules of the propanol and the butanol goes on the decreases with increasing the, that is the molecular weight of the alcohols, or that is the possibility of the formation of the hydrogen bond in a higher alcohols with the water goes on the decreases. Then in concern with the ammonia or HF, acetic acid, that are soluble in water. Why? Because there is a possibility of the formation of the hydrogen bond between the molecules of the ammonia, HF and acetic acid with the water, and therefore that substances are easily soluble in water. Next property is that why the molecules are exist in a dimers or the trimers or that is the polymers. Yes, here I take an example of the acetic acid exists in a dimer in a benzene. Then why? Because there is a possibility of the formation of the intermolecular hydrogen bonding between the molecules of the acetic acid. Therefore, that acetic acid present in a benzene in a dimer form. In concern with the polymers, you know that polymer consists of the small units, that is the monomers, and there is a formation of the intermolecular hydrogen bonding between the monomers that forms a becomes a polymer. Or here in concern the trimers, also three molecules are come together because of the formation of the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Yes, and in concern with, if you seen the that solid structure of the acetic acid, then in solid structure of the acetic acid that forms a layer structure. One layer is above, then third layer is above the second layer, and that forms a hexagonal, that is the structure, because in that is that layer structure there is a intermolecular hydrogen bonding is formed between the molecules of the acetic acid. Is in this way I here stop the discussion about the properties of the hydrogen bonded compounds. Thank you. If you have any doubts, then you ask on my WhatsApp number, and if you like that video, then you subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.